So apparently Big Bungie put out a good video recently, and I've heard that it's actually safe for YouTube, which is rare for him. So I'm curious to see what this is about. The title is BreadTube's Darkest Creator, and it says, "Is he friendly?" And the thumbnail is like a shadowy figure with a knife. So I'm curious what this is.
If you grew up in the early 2000s or late 90s, you watched PewDiePie in 2016, and you enjoyed PewDiePie's videos, thought they were funny and cool, and then one day a video shows up in your recommended, and it'll have a really pretentious title like "Social Media and the Sinister Rise of Fascism." From there are two.
I get so many of those. There was this one that was like it was like white liberal commentary channels, and it was like the white liberal paradox, Curtis Connor, Kunken Dassner, and racial commentary. I could never click this video in my life. I could never click this and watch this. This is dark. There's dark energy radiating from this. Not in that way, you racist. There's dark energy radiating from this video that I can't even bring myself to click it and react to it, even if I wouldn't like it and it would be good content. I can't bring myself to click this because the thumbnail is giving me, is emanating dark energy. We can't be clicking videos like this. Is that Destiny? This is Destiny down here, yes. Black conservatives versus white liberals, middle ground. A practical guide to leftist YouTube, dude. This guy's swag is turned the hell down. Down, straight down. Is this the guy who made a video like exposing Destiny or something and then like deleted it a day later or something? For what reason? I'm not really sure. I think he also falsely accused Chud Logic of being a, which is pretty funny. Maybe he makes good videos. I don't know. I'm kind of just instantly turned off by this kind of person. Nick is not green. Noah Sampson. Ethan is online. Oh my God, dude. Talk about staring straight into hell. This is dark.
For months, the Daily Wire has been advertising its Daily Wire Plus streaming service all over the internet. Mainly ads for their new movie, Lady Ballers.
Like, what is he wearing? What is this?
Normal question to ask an irrational society.
This is an extremely dark hole you can fall into. If you end up falling into this hole, guys, let me know. Send me an email. I'll give you an escape rope to get out, because this is a dark place to be. You don't want to be here. I hereby sentence you to 40 minutes of left-leaning white guy commentary video essay. I would rather be in solitary confinement for 7 years than watch this guy's channel for 5 minutes. Thought Slime is the only cool lefty guy, methinks. I heard he put out a good video recently about Tyler Oliveira. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard this was a good video. But yeah, I mean, in the past when I've seen his thumbnails, I've been sort of aggressively turned off to all of it. He might be right. He might actually be right with all these videos. I could be completely wrong. Maybe I'm shallow and silly for being turned off by this, but when I see titles like "Landlords Are Bad" or pointlessly dunking on libertarians, fake economies in Minecraft, eyeballs on black content creators, like I get bad vibes. Joseph Rogan, you must report on my video. Yeah.
Two paths. You either didn't care about this video and went on to join society and get a job, or alternatively, you really liked this video, thought it was really smart, and then subsequently shaped your entire personality around a 20-minute video made by a guy who was desperately trying to get laid in college. Then you dedicate yourself to a 200-viewer Twitch stream and die early. That's Xanderhall. That's who Xanderhall is. The reason for the...
Wait. Yo. I guess that's kind of real. A little bit. Xanderhall doesn't seem like a bad guy. He just strikes me as someone who, like, is not well read on anything, and so... like politically or otherwise. So if you're trying to be like a political content creator, I feel like there's no reason to watch Xanderhall over literally anyone else. Like, I don't like Vosh, but I would rather watch any Vosh video than any Xanderhall video, because I know that Xanderhall is just going to have the same take and same opinion as Vosh while being less informed than Vosh, which is tough, which is extremely tough. So yeah, meanwhile, Destiny is crushing all of them, okay? We're going to glaze a little bit. Look at this guy's channel analytics, okay? 250K, 200K, 1 million, 250, 230, 250, 240. Dude, these are delicious views. Let's see how he's doing on view stats. Ooh, 11 million views past 30 days. Fire. He's destroying. I'm sorry, Addy pupils. I know you don't like it, dude. I know you don't like the truth, which is that he's owning, dude.
You really liked this video, thought it was really smart, and then subsequently shaped your entire personality around a 20-minute video made by a guy who was desperately trying to get laid in college. Then you dedicate yourself to a 200-viewer Twitch stream and die early. That's Xanderhall. That's who Xanderhall is. The reason for the major increase in political...
You know it's sad but true.
...election and Donald Trump. Donald Trump simplified politics massively because he was...
Turkish Thompson, have any words for your Serbian enemies to support Serbian King Ron Swan? I hope they do well. I hope they're doing well in life, dude. That's it. I hope they all get new M4s.
Funny. Joe, shut up. Joe, you got L-Riz, skibbity toilet Riz. You get zero gets in Ohio. I get so many gets in Ohio. I was in Ohio just last week. I got so many gets. And then there's your son. I took one look at your son. I said, Joe, he's gay. Your son is gay. Your daughter's dead. She died in a car crash. Tragic. She's dead. El Bozo, rest in piss. Our politics is filled with midwits who don't know what they're talking about. Xanderhall is an anarchist, and much like all anarchists, he looks like he would make a solid meal for a guy like me. Because midwits who don't know what they're talking about. Xanderhall is an anarchist, and much like all anarchists, he looks like he would...
This is dark. The skinny fat physique, is dark, dude. This is very dark. Ladies and gentlemen of the Tom Dark audience, we need to be sexy, toned, and jacked, okay? We cannot allow this to be us. We cannot allow this to be us. This can't happen.
Would make a solid meal.
This can't happen.
For a guy like me. Because anarchy is really hard to convince people on, he decided
you have to, I'm sorry. This is so gay. You have to be in the gym. I'm being so cringe. You have to be in the gym. You have to be.
To pretend to be a socialist to garner an audience, but quickly realized that being a socialist was too hard. So he uprooted all his political beliefs and branded himself as a sock them. Xanderhall is famous for being radicalized.
I'm gonna sock them.
The alt-right through Minecraft. Everybody knows this. It's like his main thing. He mentions it in every stream. He also claims that his parents were emotionally abusive, which I interpret as his parents made him do chores. But we can't confirm this because Flamenco never managed to call the guy's mum. In hindsight, I bet he wishes he did. And quite frankly, so do I.
Jesus. Jesus. That was funny. Do you guys remember the Flamenco arc? Does anyone in my chat at this point remember, or is my audience completely converted since that? That was funny. If you guys want to see one of the best streams on this channel to this day, just look up Tom Dark Flamenco, because that stream was really funny. The one where we like yelled at each other, and I was like, "I'm Turkey Tom, and you're gay. I'm a niche internet micro celeb." Basically, what happened was Flam was like on stream, and he really hated Xanderhall for whatever reason. I honestly can't remember why, but he was considering, I think, sending a letter to Xanderhall's mother to try and get Xanderhall evicted from his apartment. I'm not really sure how these two things are connected, but I think that's what Flam said on stream. And Augie had to call him on stream and tell him not to do that, and that it was a bad idea. And that was sort of like the beginning of the end for Flamenco, but I don't even know what Flamenco is doing now. Is he even around? Did we look at this yesterday? It doesn't look like he's really even around. A year ago he posted. 8 months ago he posted a stream. So he hasn't really been even around, I guess. Damn. Poor little fella. Well, maybe he'll figure it out. Maybe he'll pick it back up and be the based god we all wanted him to be. Who knows?
Rest of the video. I'm going to tell you about this first so we can really understand the caliber of person we're talking about.
I wish I had Nick here so we could have the "okay, buddy" sound effects, like the Medicarisms. Those were good.
Here. Basically, to cut a long story short, his girlfriend was cucking him with another man and simultaneously spending all of his money on meth. This was going on for months and he never noticed.
Jesus.
She wrote a big off tweet longer about it.
Oh, this was the thing where he kept all of his money in PayPal, which was very silly. Instead of having a bank account, Flam had his, like, the $1,000 he had to his name in PayPal. Just get a bank, dude. Why do you have your money in PayPal? First of all, anytime you try to take it out, they charge crazy fees. Secondly, why, like, there's no reason to put your money in PayPal. How do you even pay for anything? How do you use, like, a card to pay at stores? Why would you do that to yourself? Yes, he didn't have a bank account. I mean, I don't expect you to be an expert on personal finance when you're 25 or what? How old is he? Xander Hall, is he 23, 24? He's 24. Well, he's a little old to not know that you need a bank account. They got PayPal debit cards? Oh, I bet they do. I feel like it's kind of embarrassing to use a PayPal debit card.
The funniest part being that apparently Xander Hall would complain to her in texts because his mum refused to buy him weed. He also spent $6,000 on a PC and then accidentally installed a bunch of malware onto it, tweeting out,
"My 6K PC is basically completely broken. I started getting System 32 errors when trying."
How do you download malware? Is it from, like, porn sites? I don't understand. Was he trying to pirate Premiere Pro? I have no idea how you. Also, $6,000 is a lot for a PC. Thank you, Biggie Cheese. I don't think you need a $6,000 computer. My PC was like $3,000, and it does everything I need. Why do you need a $6,000 computer? That seems a little overkill. I'm not a computer guy. Maybe you guys in chat can let me know if you need one, but I see no reason to have a $6,000 PC, especially when you don't really have money to pay for it, or if it's like the last of your bank account. You shouldn't be maxing out your bank on a PC.
Trying to launch like 50% of my program, so I tried everything up to resetting to a previous state. Now I can't open any programs. I really need help here. I can't afford to replace any hardware.
Another time, all of his life savings, which he stores in PayPal, were hacked and then siphoned out of his account and into Steam games.
So someone hacked my PayPal or...
Oh my god. $100 and wait, $1, $2, $3, $4, $500 in Steam games. Just don't put your money in PayPal. Why are you this dumb? There's no reason to do that. I don't even want to laugh at this guy because it's like sad. It's like the $500 you had to your name is on PayPal. Why would you do that? Put it in your bank. You know, if you put it in your bank and you get defrauded, you can call them and they will, I mean, I think up to most banks that are FDIC insured will have, let me look it up. I think they cover up to like $100,000 or $200,000. How much money do FDIC insured banks give you? Deposits are insured up to at least $250,000. Yeah, like I had like a fraudulent charge on my bank like 2 years ago or something. I think somebody opened a bank account in like Florida and took $500. I called the bank. I told them it was fraudulent. They gave me $500 and then they investigated it for me. That's the nice thing about having a bank. Why would you put it all on PayPal? That's so silly.
Steam. Don't know which yet. Somehow siphoned all the money out of it into their Steam account. RIP all my money.
What does he mean by this? What does he mean by this? Is he storing 50% of his life savings in his Steam wallet? Yeah, I see no issue with taking your economic opinions from this guy. You ask this guy to invest, he puts it all in V-Bucks. When asked why he left all of his money...
Okay, that's actually based. All of my money is instantly going into V-Bucks and Robux.
PayPal, he said...
That is crazy.
He left all of his money in PayPal, he said...
Why? There's literally no reason to do that. I think his explanation at the time was like, I don't trust the bank. Why do you not trust the bank? Unless you're like a right-wing extremist, which Xander Hall is ostensibly not. He's a left-wing non-extremist. There's no reason to not put your money in a bank. The bank isn't just going to take it from you.
He needs that money for his chemotherapy. Xander Hall, bless his heart, he's not the best at debates. He once got tricked into supporting a Down syndrome genocide.
You would support a holocaust of disabled people on a moon colony.
Oh wait,
yeah,
What the fuck?
I met this guy.
What are you saying?
Ask yourself, this guy's a really nice guy. I met him with Vegan Gains in Ontario. He came and had dinner with me. He's a really nice dude. Shout out Ask Yourself. I think he actually debated Destiny back in the day. I think he told me he won. I don't know if that's real, but he may have. Yeah, this guy, Ask Yourself. This guy's a nice dude. Should I ask yourself if you're watching on some off chance? The GOAT. Thank you, Vincent, for the gift of membership. Anarchists are dumb, I guess. I mean, generally, yes, but this is particularly egregiously dumb.
I mean, what the f are you saying?
Turned out their human
Disabled.
beings
I'm
really
on block
good, had
TV
no
with my
health
hands up.
problems.
Come on, Alex. Think. What would VODS say?
It is possible for an adult and a child to have a sexual relationship and for it to have positive outcomes.
Okay, this is ironic, right? This is like, I hear people say Vosh is like a P-word defender. This is a joke, right? This is an out of context clip. Please, this has to be out of context. It's a take on a long hypothetical. Okay, but he's not really saying this is real, right?
On the child as well.
Oh, no. Now, to be fair, I don't think he actually supports the Down syndrome genocide, because it would really cut down his dating pool. Now, when he accidentally pledges his allegiance to a Down syndrome genocide, he's gonna blast out an excuse to escape the debate. And I love his excuses. Sometimes he goes, hold on a second, chat, where's the dragon? Where's the big dragon?
Point, you should be agnostic, which still doesn't ground you to say all consumption under capitalism is unethical, right?
Hold on a second. Hey, chat, how the fuck do I get the thing to go to the DLC area?
Wait, why are you doing that when you're debating? If you can't focus enough on the debate, then just close the game. You shouldn't be asking chat where the dragon is. Just close the game and just put like someone else's gameplay or put like copyright free lo-fi background. You don't need this. This is totally unnecessary. What is he doing? So this whole video is about Xander Hall. I didn't realize. I mean, he got me with the title, but I mean, it's pretty interesting so far. There's a lot of people in the political community that are really wacky that could be covered in drama videos more often. I would love to see like a long like Mike from PA video, or Kira TV, what's her name? Kira Chats, Bad Bunny, that was her name on Twitch a while ago. You guys probably remember Bad Bunny. She was the person who like demanded super chats. I think Critical made a video about her. Actually, I know he did. Yeah, that's the greediest streamer on Twitch.
How did my whole speech about how I need subs to keep the stream going, if you like the content, blah, 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 how that results in 0 subs? There are regulars here. $5 a month. How do you have hours of time to watch me and not $5? I don't know. What are you doing with your...
I always find this so cringe, not just because of the obvious like e-begging, but also like you're going to make more money if you just make good content. People will want to donate anyway. You will never see me demanding that my chat donate to me, because like if the content is good, if people are interested, they will donate naturally, right? They will, and they do. You shouldn't have to beg for money. If you have to beg for money, the content's just not good or engaging enough for the audience to want to donate because they see it as disposable, right? But if you're actually making good content, people will want to donate to you. They'll want to give you money. It's as simple as that. You don't need to ask. There was a politics streamer named Alabro that did dumpster diving streams. Bro. Destiny told me this and I didn't believe him. I asked him what Alabro was up to. He told me he checked on his channel and he's doing dumpster diving streams. That can't be real. Hold on. Alabro Twitch. Wait, he actually does dumpster diving? What?
A dog bed. All ripped up though. What about the other side though? What if you laid it upside down?
Might steal it for the stuffing.
Right? Okay, well, there's stuff here at the pet store, guys.
How do you have 100,000 Twitch followers? Or sorry, never mind, 10,000 Twitch followers. I know why you're doing dumpster diving then. That's so dark though. Like, why do you need to do that? Why do you need a dumpster dive? He does it a lot. Dumpster diving. Found a 32-inch TV.
This is the perfect time to test out taking you guys off of my chest. That means we have to unplug you.
Content, you should probably choose a different career path.
This was definitely mounted to a wall.
Just get a job. Firm biscuit kitchen time, maybe? I don't understand what. Wow, this is dark. Wow. In a dirty kitchen.
That was a really good spit take. Oh my god!
Drinking for your chat. Oh my god, dude. That's sad. I don't even... I just feel bad for this guy. What the hell did he do to his life?
Like, he is definitely a younger millennial than me. because I don't get a lot of it.
This is a very sad thing. This is very sad, dude. Why does he look like that? I'm trying not to talk about people's appearances, but I'm not making fun of him. I'm just genuinely asking, why does he look like that? But there's a lot of these weird people like Alibrel that are like good for content. They make good content, and they're from the politics community, and they're kind of like low-key lolcows you don't hear about every day. It looks like a thumb. Yeah, a thumb with a nice big beard. What happened to Alibrel by Hypercat?
What do you get hate for?
He's legit one. Presence online faded into a small Twitter account where he seemingly didn't change his ways. Don't go in for one-sided relationships, Syra. We would ruin each other's lives.
Oh, he's like tipster.
Anyone have any good documentary suggestions? An honest liar about the life of a gay magician and skeptic James Randi. Still weird that Pokemon and Lily Pichu hang out with this dude regularly? The only class solidarity is among the wealthy. This is for the free people that like all my tweets. Well, this certainly isn't going to discourage me from continuing to like all of them. The fact that he's...
Does the Twitter simping, does he think that's going to work? Like, I wonder if Tipster and him think that, like, the desperate, like, a late night tweets, like, good post, you look great. Not like that, though. Do they think that kind of stuff is going to, like, work?
Still comments excessively on topics he doesn't seem to have a unique insight into is a sad reality worth reflecting upon. I'm sure Alibrel will catch the wind of this video at some point, so here's my advice. Look back at your history on your platforms and ask yourself why. Why take so much time off of your life to comment on...
Have you been keeping up with Creepcast? If so, what's your favorite episode? I think I watched the first one, at the very least. I haven't been watching a lot of... I kind of feel bad not watching a lot of people's content. Yeah, I watched this one, The Stairs in the Woods, and I watched some of this one. Oh, this one, Baraska, sounds good. Baraska is one of my favorite creepypastas of all time. Mr. Creepypasta narrated that back in the day, so I actually want to check that one out while I gym, maybe. But yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with it, unfortunately. I don't really wish I had more time to, like, watch content, but I kind of do feel bad for missing out on this stuff because it looks good. It looks like something I would be into, but I just haven't really had the time to watch like multiple hour-long videos outside of streaming, you know. Anyway, shout out Alibrel and all the Twitch lolcows for providing endless content for me to enjoy. Love you guys.
The Hydra. I have Dusk's ring. I killed the little crystal dude.
Sometimes he drinks some salt water and throws up over himself. Sometimes he just gets a gun out and just blasts his junky girlfriend in the back of the head.
Rap music is like the best example of black culture that comes to mind, right? What rap music is about getting rich, being good at rap, and smoking weed.
This is the most white guy on the planet. Just list off black stereotypes. Rap music, it's about
is that what it's about?
Rich, smoking weed, raping white women. Yeah, they got that one on the
Jesus.
BLM flag.
Snaggle said this was safe for YouTube, is it? Guys, if you guys listen to rap music in chat, you can let me know if that's what it's about.
Like most leftists,
rap music is about being good at rap, smoking weed, and being black. Shout out black culture. The best example of black culture, rap music. Shout out Juice WRLD.
His entire social commentary is pretty much, you disagree with me? You're a Nazi. I don't make the rules. He called Mauler an alt-right fascist because he didn't like Rings of Power, the TV show. He then proceeds to soy out over the CGI.
Scene in the first, like, 2 or 3 minutes of the show alone just sold me. Let's watch this clip.
We left Valinor, our home, and journeyed to a distant realm. One filled with untold perils.
This sold you?
And strange creatures beyond count. A place known as
I don't think you guys can really understand exactly how hard my dick got.
Stop watching Marvel movies, bro.
Why? Because it's like dragons? Is that it? Because it's dragons and like they had like le epic music. I mean, I don't hate CGI and everything. Like it can be good. There's good CGI out there. There's good, you know, animated effects and stuff, but I don't really get that. What shirt are you wearing? I'm wearing a Wage War shirt. It's my Wage War shirt. Hold on. Maybe I gotta turn around completely for this one. Show you guys my swag. Shout out to Wage War. Shout out to Wage War and A Day to Remember. The goats of Ocala, Florida. I love those bands. Wage War is really good. I want to see them live. I haven't seen them live yet. So I'm kind of jealous of Gamma and Chad, who said he saw Wage War live 2 years ago, because they're really good. What underwear are you wearing? I don't know. Good question.
Reminds me of when Vorsh was applying his knowledge of Iron Man to the Kyle Rittenhouse trial.
In the context there and how legitimate the lethal threat is. I do believe that. I think that there's a lot of nuance there. But all I know is I've seen a lot of Marvel movies, and in the part where the good guy gets framed and
It's so insane that he even said this with like no self-awareness of how bad it sounded. I remember watching this during the Rittenhouse debate, and he's like, Iron Man stands down. Iron Man stands down. When he sees protesters, Iron Man stands down. It's like, Iron Man isn't real life, bro. Marvel movies aren't real life. You can't draw Marvel movie comparisons to real life. That's insane. Do I even need to explain that like it's a fictional movie that's not real life and is like written by writers to be interesting? And you know, finagle your little soy mind. Papa's in. Dude, I have one in. I got one in, bro. Iron Man is a walking nuke. Of course he stands down. Well, yeah. And he's making the comparison between Iron Man and Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse is like one guy with a gun. It's so silly. It's so dumb to even get into the intricacies of this because it's so obvious. It's dumb. No, you cannot compare real life self-defense situations to Iron Man. Thank you, Heathen. Iron Man does stand down.
Around and there are a bunch of angry cops and civilians staring at him. He drops the gun and puts his hand up in the air, and he doesn't unleash the Iron Man laser and cut down 300 people who are threatening him implicitly by surrounding him and not allowing him.
Okay, Iron Man can fly away in 1 second. Kyle Rittenhouse is a child with a gun. Okay.
Him free access out. So maybe
well,
that's
and in real life, if you spend a lot of time on Live Leaks or Ogrish or any other like gore site, you can see that where one guy throws his hands up and a mob comes up, and then people cut his intestines out and they drag it over the street. So I mean, like I don't know. I guess it
typically happens in the United States.
It's not a matter of it typically happening. I mean, like there have been people that have been killed in these protests and riots so far. And I mean, like, who's to say that you're not going to be the next? Like, I don't know.
I mean, there have been at least 20 Marvel movies. I doubt you can find that many live leak videos of people being killed. So, yeah, I'll...
You absolutely can find that many live leak videos of people being killed. Why did you say there have been 20 Marvel movies? Why did you say that? What is wrong with you? I don't know if Vosh is still like this, but this was like an extremely embarrassing moment for him. Persona 3 FES stream when? Thank you for the 2. I have played a decent amount of Persona 3 Portable. I liked that. I didn't finish it though. I probably played like 20 hours of it and then stopped. But it was good. Thank you, RSL, for the dono.
I'll hinge my bet.
Mauler responded to this, and then Xanderhol claims that Mauler said Rings was gonna be bad because it's woke. Then Mauler asks Xanderhol to show a clip of him saying that, to which Xanderhol replies by saying that he didn't even watch the video. An interesting strategy. Let's see how it pays off for him. Xanderhol's logic is that Mauler is a Nazi, not because he's done or said anything that suggests that, but rather because he interacted with a guy who Xanderhol has arbitrarily decided is a Nazi because he made a Jew joke once.
Is it ER?
And is it a coincidence that Hitler also did that? After years of loneliness and dating
Lively stream when? Yeah, that's coming real soon, Vincent.
Addicts, he finally found his people, Keffals and Tipster. They very quickly became best friends. When Turkey Tom made a diss track on Tipster...
Yo! Wait, that's me, dude. Wait, that's literally... that shot is so funny. I would guess they're talking about E:R here. Probably. If I had to guess, that's the NZ they're talking about there.
Also did that. After years of loneliness and dating heroin addicts, he finally found his people, Keffals and Tipster.
I hate that picture. I think I've posted that picture before. I hate this picture. What's going on here in this image, dude? What is going on? I cannot stand this picture. This is one of the darkest images I've ever seen. Why are her hands so giant? Why is her belly so round? Is she pregnant, dude? Maybe trans people can get pregnant. Maybe I was wrong the whole time. I think science lies, because there's definitely got to be a baby in there, if nothing else. Gyat, dude, this is the Latina Gyat you've been looking for. And she is beautiful. She's going for somewhat of a round bulk. It has to be edited. I don't think it's edited. I've seen this picture a lot of times and it looks, I mean, maybe I've just been psyoped, but I don't think this is edited. This is a dark image, dude. I don't know what's going on here, but this is very dark.
They very quickly became best friends. When Turkey Tom made a diss track on Tipster, Keffals and Xanderhol had his back.
I do think that, and I include myself and every friend that I have in this, if all YouTubers were just annihilated off the face of the earth like a Thanos snap, the world would probably be better.
Well, they'd have to get your friends, else they'd miss out all the
better.
Jesus.
Okay, then yourself, idiot.
Whoa! Holy wait, he said that? Oh my god. Wait, Boblack's redeemed. What the hell? He said that? That's not true. I disavow that. I disavow that. Dude's getting a beer gut his pregnancy now? I mean, maybe it's pregnancy, dude. I don't know. There's got to be well, all I'm saying is, like, there has to be a child. There has to be a child in there in that picture. There's no way. Because, I mean, look, just...
Also did that. After years, early decided is a Nazi because he made a Jew joke once. And is it a coincidence that Hitler also did that? After years of loneliness
Hitler made no jokes. He was a serious guy, but he did appreciate Shane Gillis.
And dating heroin addicts, he finally found his people. Keffels and...
Transphobia, lame, let her cook. This isn't transphobic. I'm just wondering what's going on there. You can be trans. That's totally fine. But if you're going to be pregnant, you should at least tell your audience about it, because they're going to be missing out.
Tipster. They very quickly became best friends. When
Dude, such a beautiful group of people. Such a beautiful
Turkey Tom
group
made
of
a
people.
diss track on Tipster.
Oh my god.
This was not a good decision.
Okay, then yourself, idiot.
Whoa. Why did he say that? Why did he say that?
I drank 2 Monsters once. Biggest mistake of my life. Back-to-back 2 Monsters was not a good decision.
Well, maybe you need to do that again, because your blood pressure was slightly higher than it usually is for once in your life, and you were actually putting in effort for once. That seems kind of dark. I drank 2 Monsters at once, and I got to 1 million subscribers, so maybe you should do that more.
Never did it again.
Bump and grind. This one there make you bump and grind. Move to the left, girl, move to the right. Step on the line when you bump and grind.
This great friendship has come to an end. Keffels is friendly with Shoe on Head, and Xanderhall is a little baby man who can't be friends with someone who's friends with someone he doesn't like. So what happens is Xanderhall makes...
What did Shoe on Head do to Xanderhall? Can anyone explain this to me? I know he hates her. Shoe on Head Xanderhall. Why? I'm burning the Shoe on Head bridge. Okay. Why would you put this, like, 5-second intro with no content at the beginning of your video? Instead of just getting into it. Instantly, a ton of people are going to click off. You just killed your retention. Do people not know this is a bad idea? That is a terrible idea.
Makes a stream talking about burning the Keffels bridge. And then he publicly tweets out the Keffels...
Why did no one tell me Keffels dick rides Shoe so hard after she... me and at Demon Mama Real actual snake behavior? She pedo-jacketed Xanderhall?
is a snake for being friends with someone he doesn't like. And then he goes on stream with Keffels and tries as hard as he possibly can to be a victim. Xanderhall doesn't like Shoe on Head for a couple reasons, all of which he's made up and didn't actually happen. To give you some background, Shoe on Head made a tweet criticizing the fashion brand Balenciaga for some bizarre photo shoots they did. They had a picture of a child surrounded by empty alcohol containers and wine glasses looking drunk, another of a child holding a bear that was wearing BDSM gear, and an image from a different photo shoot where a bag was sitting on a table of documents, the only one visible being a lawsuit regarding child pornography. That was her tweet. She was...
That was a very weird photo shoot. I remember hearing about that, not really looking into it, but I wonder what Balenciaga's up to if that's real. I guess you can say it's artistic or something, but it seems like kind of a bad brand decision to put your new fashion line in line with, like, Jeffrey Epstein undertones.
Calling out this company for this weird behavior. Xanderhall, who bear in mind
This video sucks. The guy is clearly biased. I mean, biased videos can be entertaining. I don't know. I'm fine with it. I'm biased. I have bias. I have an opinion. I'm coming from a perspective. I don't want to watch, like... The only reason I would watch an unbiased YouTube video is so I can give my opinion on it, right? Unless he's, like, misconveying the information. I mean, that's bad for bias, but if he's reporting all the information accurately, I don't really see a problem with being biased.
Been friends with her for 4 years at this point, backstabs Shoe on Head and claims that this tweet was her spreading a homophobic conspiracy theory. Xanderhall may respond to this by saying,
At no point did I ever mention that Shoe on Head said that gay people are groomers. Or that
She did not say that.
the gays are...
Well, I guess he's saying he didn't say that. Tell me, you let Tipster hit? Of course, dude. Tipster can clap my cheeks after the oiled up twerk off challenge any day.
Kids. Which would be correct if he hadn't gone out after the fact and explicitly stated that she was spreading the conspiracy.
Seanhead's magnitude's larger than me, and her response to me calling out her support of a conspiracy theory.
This is such a funny group of people. This is such a funny converging of people. It's so beautiful the way the world can bring people together sometimes.
Started by Nazis about how companies are trying to push gay LGBT groomer propaganda and normalization on people.
So, El Bozo, your girlfriend does crap.
But but if she's not pushing that explicitly, if she's not pushing the anti-gay stuff explicitly and is just talking about the Balenciaga thing, then I don't really see an issue with that. Is it just because like ex-homophobe does this thing, ex-non-homophobe does this same thing, therefore they are the same? Is that what this argument is? That's just a bong, not a crack pipe? Yeah, I guess so.
He makes a video on her where he says she shares Nazi beliefs.
Seanhead loves the company of neo-Nazis. Okay? She loves their aesthetics, lots of their beliefs, and probably doesn't disagree with a lot of their worldviews.
If you knew that the whole time, though, if you thought she was pushing their aesthetics or whatever, then why would you continue to hang out with her? If that's real, like, why would you... If you knew that, why would you hang out with her in the first place if you're, like, a leftist? This seems like kind of a conflict of interest now. You didn't just find that out all of a sudden, did you? Thank you, Productions, for becoming a member.
Just generally, right?
Who is Seanhead? Seanhead is a female content creator who came up during the anti-SJW era. I mean, she just makes videos like... It's like pop politics, I guess you can see. I watched the triggering Daily Wire movie Ballers. Lady Ballers. Male versus female flirting. Are women okay? Men deserve to be lonely, responding to backlash over the male loneliness epidemic. I mean, it's this kind of thing. She doesn't upload it often. I don't know why. I think she should upload more, but yeah, she basically just does this kind of pop politics stuff. She blew up off of being like, woman responds to 10 questions about feminism or something. Oppression Olympics, the Social Justice League versus Gamers. She's been on YouTube for a long time. I mean, this is 10 years of YouTube stuff. I think she had online history before that too. I think I saw it in like a Mad at the Internet stream or something.
There's a reason she likes to hang out with them so much.
I find it interesting that he is friends with this person who he believes to be a Nazi, right up until they call out. That's where he draws the line on that one. She loves to hang out with neo-Nazis. Thumbs up to that.
Oh, here's an interesting...
This is what I was saying. Like, if you knew all of this going into the friendship, or you knew all of it before, why not just talk about it before?
Why are you as a father so obsessed with the concerning growing normalization of... Do you guys really think there's actually a growing normalization of...
Kind of. Yeah, actually.
In like Western society, outside of conservative spaces that want to lower the age of consent so that like old men can marry 13-year-old girls, do you think outside of conservative spaces there is a growing normalization of...
I mean, that's wrong too. That's part of it. But there's also, from the left, a growing normalization of through certain people. And it's not all people. It's not most people at all. There's just a certain amount of them that do push that kind of stuff. I mean, we saw the map stuff on Twitter just a few years ago where people were trying to tie minor attracted people to the LGBTQ movement. And it wasn't all of them. It's not all gay people or all LGBT people, but they do exist. They are out there. So, yeah, I mean, there definitely are people trying to normalize it. There always are.
There is not.
Leper Nation. Yeah, we just saw Leper Nation yesterday.
This is conspiracy brain, that alone.
He's so politics brained. Do you really think there's a growing normalization of... Other than half the country that want to children? Other than the conservatives increasingly trying to normalize... Do you really think there's a growing normalization of... That alone is conspiracy brain.
Here's her on a lefty and a Nazi agreeing. And then it goes even further as well. Here's him saying transgender ideology is quite literally a crime against humanity. They're good friends. Like, they're actually, they have combos and stuff. These are not just strangers or like, we're Twitter moots or whatever.
He responded to one of their tweets once. I'd probably go as far as to say that they're best friends.
The tweet that I quote tweeted that started this was him quote tweeting her tweet, her Balenciaga tweet, and saying it's time to roll out the wood chippers for the groomers. What do you think this person means when they say groomer? And what do you think Sean Head knows this person means when they say groomer? So yes, I'm not...
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the person who posted that, but if they said groomer and not something else, and they probably literally meant, you know, PDF files rather than something else.
She knows that I know that she knows that he knows what he's saying. I'm not stupid, guys. What do you think? I'm stupid because my IQ is below average? Because my girlfriend spent all my money on crack? I'm not dumb, guys. Stop calling me that. You couldn't read your tax returns to figure out all your money had been spent on crack. Keep 50% of your money in your Steam wallet. I think you are stupid.
Creepy. Coincidentally, 2 days before this all hit the internet, Balenciaga left Twitter. Not only did they delete their Twitter account, but they...
Wait, is she actually running with this narrative? Wait, is she actually running with this narrative? Okay, so she's also run with a couple of other blatant lies about Balenciaga through all of this. One of them is like she's been taking credit for like Balenciaga deleting their socials. Balenciaga does sort of like a Fortnite chapter reset type thing every few months when they drop a new clothing line or whatever. And they delete all of their Instagram posts and start all over, delete all of their tweets and like reset, yeah.
They didn't drop a new fashion line. They just delete their Instagram. The rest of the video is basically him just going out of his way to try and make Shoe on Head look as bad as possible.
I mean, I understand, like, there are conspiracy theories out there, and maybe the Balenciaga thing didn't have the intention some people thought it did, but why the like, desperate need to, like, defend them? They're a multi-billion-dollar corporation that very well could be pushing stuff like that. It's not impossible, you know? Why the constant need to defend them? Especially if they wiped all their stuff right before. It seems like they knew that maybe the stuff they were going to put out was going to get some amount of backlash, right? I mean, you don't necessarily have to connect the dots there, but I don't think it's a total stretch to think like, well, they deleted all of their posts, then they posted this new thing. Maybe that could be related.
He says that she was applauding MAGA rap when all she did was show a clip of it on screen for a second. She makes an Epstein joke.
Also, just so everyone knows, I am not suicidal. Just in case news comes out that I was found with 3 designer bullets in the back of my head.
And he spins it as shoe
So glad to join Tom on a Friday Live. It's Monday, but thank you for the 5, Jackie.
claiming that Jews rule the world and wants to die a martyr to expose a Jewish conspiracy.
So she's just like full on, like the Jews are gonna get her, I guess, is what she believes. So
it has nothing to do with Jews. This is a Jeffrey Epstein joke. Why are you drawing such an insane conclusion? This is the thing with Xander Hall. Like, I feel like because he has no insightful political commentary or education, he has to draw these crazy speculative judgments about people. Like, because you make this joke, therefore you're a Nazi. Because you disagreed, therefore you're a racist or anti-Semitic. Right? It's just such a silly thing. You can be interesting without that. You can be captivating and interesting to listen to without doing that. You just have to do a little bit of research. I think I could probably debate politics better than Xander Hall can, and I'm not a political streamer, and I don't really care or read into politics at all. It's extremely passive for me. This guy's like Hassan but broke. I mean, he's worse than Hassan. Hassan is more educated than this dude, undoubtedly.
So now she's like a martyr who's gonna get like killed by the Jews for fighting against their like agenda or something? Is that what she believes? Okay.
I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. It's just the most flagrantly bad faith interpretation he could have possibly had. It's not even bad faith. He's just flat out making shit up. I think the only thing I can really say about that is that his girlfriend does crack and spent all his money on heroin.
Thank you, Jake, for the dono. Why does he keep bringing up the crack and heroin thing? I mean, it is funny. It is funny, but I don't know. I kind of feel bad for him. He definitely needed to take more steps to mitigate the fallout around that, though, like keeping his money out of his PayPal. But I don't know. It sucks to date someone who smokes crack and steals all your money. I feel bad for him in that way.
The part about this, though, has to be I was fact-checked by Twitter, and this is what they said. Although Shu often makes comments to cause amusement or laughter, this is an authentic Balenciaga marketing photograph. It contains an excerpt from the U.S. Supreme Court opinion in United States v. Williams, which upheld a part of federal child pornography law. I've never seen one of these fact-checker things just be like, fact-check true. I know Shu likes to get a little...
Does the fact-check say, yes, your conspiracy theory about...
I mean, basically, yes. That is basically what the fact check is saying. Is there any evidence anywhere that Shuan is genuinely a far-right person? I've seen none of it. When I just actually address the arguments at hand that she's making, if you want to disagree with it, say she's dumb and conspiratorial. Why would you ever draw this like crazy link? Bro was on to nothing. True. His ex was like a 30-year-old waste of life. Yeah, that's dark, dude. That's very dark.
Is real, or did it say, yes, this is a real photo from a Balenciaga photo shoot, and yes, that document does seem to be the court document people are saying that it is. Something that no one is arguing against.
But the court document being that is in line with what she thinks about it, which is that it's like some sort of pro PDF file thing. She's like a socialist? Yeah, I mean, that's my understanding.
No one has argued, A, that those aren't real Balenciaga photos, or B, that is not what that document actually is. Have you seen anybody argue any of those points?
Does he even know why he's mad? He doesn't even seem to know why he disagrees with her.
That those weren't real Balenciaga photo shoot photos?
He's more confused than he is angry about himself and how he feels. Did you see the clip of Destiny calling Xander Hall's ex a dumb before Xander Hall broke up with her? I do remember that. That was from Xander Hall Vosh Destiny. Hold on. Wyvern the Vosh Bridge. Yeah, is this one right? I remember when this came out. 3 years. Wait, this is 2020? Damn, dude. Life comes at you fast.
And then like spreading these ideas of,
if I'm wrong here, that your position is that there are a significant amount of people with retweeting or posting the video of you that went viral, of you talking about the like shooting rioters that are burning and stuff like that. And there were a few people in Vosh's community that were talking about like, oh, let's go mass report Destiny because they want like an excuse, right? I think
I found it.
Obviously it's pretty bad. Vosh obviously think it's pretty.
Oh, it's not available anymore. I thought I had just found it, but it's not. It was on Reddit, but I can't even see it. Hold on. Oh, she said moron. That's why.
do you want practice? The closest you're going to get to blood sports now is you can try Demon Mama, but I think that that's always going to be really hard because anytime you fight with Demon Mama, you're always going to get called transphobic. So basically, it sucks to say this, but in my opinion, I think trans people are going to be off limits for debate on the internet because you're always going to get called transphobic no matter how you engage with them. So I would be like really careful there. But if you want to argue with people that want to talk about like the genocide and the Uyghur stuff for China, that's probably where you're going to find the most passionate debate online now because people are very quick to whataboutism for the United States. And a lot of leftists, even if they aren't tankies, will like simp hard for China and like quickly condemn and make bad comparisons to the US. So that's probably going to find like most of the blood sports these days. But I don't think you're going to get people screaming at you over like social health care or something like that. Yeah.
The only person I can think of that does like the really crazy is the infrared dude. And that guy's like, I'm pretty sure that dude's trolling. Like besides that, I think like the most well-known...
He's, oof. I mean, I wouldn't. He does troll. He's fairly smart.
I don't know.
Wait, who is Lanny in your chat?
Lonnie's my girlfriend.
Oh, nice. She's a moron. So like, she even just did it to me. What I just said was that is transphobic. Sorry. Go ahead. What were we saying? Yeah. Oh yeah, the infrared guy.
I feel like Destiny knew who that was. I think he wanted that clip. He wanted that moment.
He's like a.
Got her though. Oh nice. She's a moron. True though. That's really true.
Or that document was misidentified. I have not seen a single person make those claims. We're shadowboxing right now. Shu, what are you doing?
Is Xander
No, you are shadowboxing, Xander Hall, and this is projection. You dolt.
Hall is really good at debating the voices in his head, dude. Like, Jesus Christ. What the f is he even talking about? The fact that he has the gall to say...
This is like that, like... You know the Morshu meme? The Morshu beatbox? Yeah, this one. This is Xander Hall at all times.
Shadowboxing after going on an unhinged rant about something an invisible demon has just told him is just the cherry on top of...
New York Post even
Oh,
called
the dumb was Lavaloon? Gotcha.
me a, quote, eagle-eyed social media watchdog. Okay.
Wow, New York Post. Wow, the tabloid site that doxes sex workers and gets them fired from their jobs? Oh my God. What a glowing endorsement from New York Post.
New York Post called me an eagle-eyed watchdog. That's kind of cool. Why is it cool? They dox sex workers, you Nick. What is wrong with this guy?
Yeah, true. Why is it cool, dude? Hey. This is just like the Xander Hall thing though, like focusing on like minute details to try and discredit someone. I remember when I made my Tipster diss track, we saw a little bit of him reacting to that in here, but when I made my Tipster diss track, I posted the diss track on Tom Dark, But the diss track itself was in, or sorry, I posted on Tom IRL rather. Hold on. So I posted it here. But it also was in my tipster video, right? It was at the end of it. And this video has, 500,000 views or whatever, which is cool. But Xander Hall and Keffels, they were like, notice how he's posting this on his third channel because he knows that anyone else in any of his other channels will find it so cringy. But I literally posted it on like my second biggest account and like let 600,000 people see it. Like, clearly, I wanted people to see that. I literally put it in a video on a channel with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and it got 600,000 people watching it. Like, I wanted them to see it. I made it with the intention of people seeing it, and their only real criticism of me was like, oh well, he put it on his side channel, his third channel, because he knew it was too cringe. It's like, I'll probably do a diss track for the main channel someday. Like, I would want people to see that, obviously. It's for a reason. It wasn't like a random insertion. It wasn't like a thing I'm hiding. I posted it on my Instagram, on my Twitter, but this is like the only thing they could say. They couldn't argue with anything I said in the video, which was like ruthlessly picking apart Tipster. In fact, they refused to watch the actual full video I made. Did you make a decent bit of money back? No, I didn't. I lost money on that diss track. The diss track costs I want to say $5,000 or $6,000 to make, and let's see if I broke even. Actually, hold on. I'll go on the video itself, not the diss track on Tom IRL because that didn't make any money. But I'll go on the Tom Dark video and see if that video made it back. I don't think it did though. Yeah, no. So this video made almost $4,000, so I lost like $2,000. I mean, I was okay with that though, because I thought the video was really funny, and like I make enough money that, that hit wasn't a huge one to me. But no, I mean, I lost money on it, but I was okay with that because it was really funny. It was kind of worth it. Hopefully the next time I do a diss track like that, it makes money. I'll pick someone more famous so that it actually gets more views, but no, it didn't make money. Sometimes it's worth it for the art. Yeah, I think so.
What is going on? What's happening? I'm going to say it. I wish Flamenco had called your mother.
The other theory is that this is just a little wink, a little nod to the other freaks in the industry. Think the Wilhelm scream, but for like little Saint.
I don't wish that.
Thank God I watched the H Bomber guy video, because now I know the background of the Wilhelm scream. The Wilhelm scream is not a wink and a nod to movie makers. The Wilhelm scream is a ubiquitous sound effect that has been used and reused as a stock sound in movies. It's literally just a meme in the film community. It's just a famous sound effect. What do you mean it's like a Wilhelm scream to the... No.
She's just saying it's a loud scream. What are you talking about? What is this point? Thank God I watched the H Bomber guy video, so I know this random fact about this that doesn't actually make Siobhan Head look bad or disagree with anything she says. But by the way, I know this. What are you talking about?
What do you know about the Wilhelm scream, dude? You never made a girl Wilhelm scream, bro. You can't make a girl Wilhelm scream. Every time you're with a girl, she diddly laugh at the attempt. I make her Wilhelm scream every time. If I'm really trying, I make a Howie scream. At this point in the video, Shu flat out says that she doesn't believe in the conspiracy that Xander Hall has been claiming she's pushing.
Do I think they are literally trafficking children? I don't think that. I don't know that. I've never claimed to know that. What I do know is that this is a huge fuck up from $1 billion company. And when $1 billion...
Okay, so they aren't doing anything to kids. So the worst case scenario is it was a kind of weird photo shoot and a different photo shoot with a weird document.
He's coming to the realization of him agreeing with her point.
So that's all it was. You're admitting that. You don't think that there's some child sex trafficking ring in the basement? So apparently it's just subliminal messaging. That's what she thinks it is. Conspiracy brain is wild.
Conspiracy brain is wild. I can't imagine being that crazy.
Yo, what's up, Pachito?
What do you think, Mr. Gorzo? I am interested in knowing what kind of person consumes and agrees with this content. Xander Hall videos are being...
I'm curious about that too. Why would you watch if you're if you're an online leftist person, why would you watch Xander Hall over anyone else? I guess the answer is that people don't really watch Xander Hall, but that looks like Mr. Girl. I guess the answer is that people don't really watch him, but for the people that do, even the small amount of people that do, Why would you watch this guy? Why would you ever watch his videos over anyone else? Like, he's boring. He's like conspiratorial with how he criticizes people. He's not informed on anything. Why would you watch this guy?
Claims that were believed for a long time, such as, you guys know that like prior to more recent data coming out that accounted for these things and didn't just go off of police arrest records, people actually
Why does he look like that?
believe.
Wait, is he in a dark place?
Is it? I think it's post claiming.
He looks like he's having a rough time, man.
Contain the
Where is
fear
this being
of being
filmed? Is this like
homeless
a
or extremely
basement?
destitute, as something that would be a very awful outcome if you don't continue to work your ass off. And then they give you a delusional idea that if you work really hard, you can be extremely successful.
Yeah, that's delusional. That's delusional.
All of it is really to serve the capitalist machine. You know, it's kind of been the elephant in the room this whole time. But I think that all really does come back to contraceptives at the end of the day. The fact that conservatives are so opposed to it. Contraceptives are one of the best ways for someone who is...
I can't watch this guy. It's too boring. Why would you think that working hard can lift you out of poverty or make you money? Gee, I don't know. I have no idea how that could possibly be the case. I have no idea how that could possibly be the case, Xander Hall. That sounds crazy.
Being played in every psych ward in America. So after claiming that the document in full view that even the owners of the company called Disgusting was a happy accident and perfectly normal, not at all strange, he has to make himself the victim. He says that this was a harassment campaign from Shu designed to ruin his career because she called him a on Twitter, which it shouldn't be shocking for you to learn that she didn't do that. She just said that their friendship had ended over disagreements, which is objectively true. To be honest, even if she did call him a I wouldn't care. He's just made 4 hours worth of videos lying about her. And he brings this up to Keffels. He also mentions that Demon Mama got death threats as well.
I think Demon Mama handles it probably a lot better than I do. She has gotten enormous amounts of harassment. Just the fact that she's a trans woman on the internet means she'll always get more harassment than I ever get. Like, just
Yeah.
You can tell. The manipulation tactics seem pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Demon Mama.
Yes.
Someone who has watched through their entire video. Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh no! I have to show you! Oh no! Petco.com! Oh no!
He put the hard work in. He earned those death threats. Demon Mama does explicitly call Shu a throughout their entire coverage.
Maybe Shoe on Head sees a piece of leather next to a child and starts getting a little, riled up. Maybe it's a little bit of projection on Shoe on Head's part.
Although he claims
Why would you even say that? Why'd you even say that?
it was like a here's a taste of your own medicine sort of deal.
Hey, Shoe on Head, how come you only played that bit of the video? How come you didn't go back and watch the actual video with your fans? How come you picked out the one joke I made, the part where I say...
Is it that much of a joke, though? These people are such losers, man. These people are such degenerative, hateful losers. Damn, that's a dark place to be. I normally don't say this, but, no matter where you are in life...
Young.
Be thankful you're not here.
First ever encountered trans feelings. But
be thankful you're not here, guys. It could be so much worse.
I bet Shoe on Head wouldn't like it if it was done to her.
People are desperate for Boogeyman to hate. Well, that's the thing. In the same way that these people accuse Shu of being desperate to find like a monstrous billionaire cabal that's master of puppeting the entire world through advertising campaigns, they simultaneously are extremely desperate to find like a right-wing psycho who they can criticize. And is actually not just like, Shu on Head is probably a relatively normal person, but they're desperate to find someone who is like an evil conservative who's spreading misinformation. And those people do exist. It's like boogeymen for these guys. They constantly need to find a new one.
If you literally just roll it back, I literally just
throw my fishing rod in the water if it was caught up. If this was caught on my line. Yeah.
And I bet it would feel bad for Shoe on Head to be subject to her own rhetoric. What an idiot.
They never actually said that. These people just make shit up in their heads. It's almost like there's some kind of mental illness at play. I think it's unfair to say that most of the harassment and claims are the fault of Shoe on Head and were in no way influenced by the person claiming that the CP document on the table was not weird in any way because it was public domain.
Supreme Court cases, such as this one, are in the public domain, which means anyone can use them for any reason, for anything at all.
Like,
okay, but that doesn't delete their intention. Obviously, they could have chosen any court document. Why did they choose a specific one? Like, something being in the public domain doesn't remove the intention that you may have from using that thing. If there was a court case in the public domain that was about leftists being evil and I use that, these people would say that I'm like an anti-leftist hate monger who is like a chud or whatever, right? Because there can be intention behind the things you do. If they had chosen a Supreme Court case about, I don't know, hate speech, or a Supreme Court case about gobstoppers, then obviously it wouldn't be the same kind of reaction here, right? It would be very different. It would be very different. But they chose a specific one.
How malicious and
it's such a non-starter.
Dedicated to trying to hurt me Shu was. One of somebody that she actually allowed to follow her private account ended up sending me a tweet she'd made where she said, I'm currently working on a slander haul video. She was going to make a video and she called it a slander haul video. But yeah, she was actively planning like my downfall. She wanted to get revenge against me for actually not just getting destroyed by her pedojacketing allegation.
If you've done 3 videos about her, why is it the greatest sin that she does a response video?
She called it the slander haul video. She was planning a video in which she was going to slander me.
Oh my.
Okay, that's probably a joke. Don't you think that announcing you're going to slander someone kind of defeats the purpose of the slander if you're already admitting that it's going to be slander? Then nobody's going to believe you, and then you're admitting in court legally that you're about to slander someone. And one of the core tenets of slander, of libel, is that you have a clear intent. Unless you think Shoe on Head is dumb enough to announce she's going to slander someone before she does it, which I don't think she is.
Does that really sound like she's sorry? If she, like, my criticism of her was for spreading gay groomer stuff, and so her response is to plan a premeditated, like, takedown video on me to try to destroy me as, like, a YouTuber.
It's not really premeditated, though. Like, you made 3 videos about her already. She might want to respond if she feels that you're spreading misinformation or it needs to be countered.
With millions more subs than me? Like, does that sound
Xander probably wanted to pipe Shoe and got salty when he finally realized she wasn't down. Man's hurt. Maybe.
Sorry?
Why would she be sorry? You backstabbed her after 4 years of friendship and then made up a bunch of lies about her spreading a homophobic and anti-Semitic conspiracy theory. And you're still doing it now. Why would she ever be sorry to you? Bro thinks he's the hero.
Someone come and blow my back out?
All I can say is that this guy's girlfriend spent all his money on the brand.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain he has Down syndrome. There are further developments regarding the Keffels drama. It's pretty impossible, and to be frank, I don't really give a shit. So there's this person called White Nervosa. They run a site called White Forest, right? Which is, to put it simply, a site where these bread tubers sell their merch from. That's not actually what it is. The description is, quite frankly, a bunch of commie gobbledygook. So White Nervosa is desperate to on Xanderhall, and they make a tweet like kind of mocking him. Xanderhall responds by blocking them. At this point, White Nervosa is like rubbing their hands together in glee because they've got all this behind the scenes information on Xanderhall that they've got an excuse to drop. So basically, Xanderhall was talking to people behind the scenes, trying to get them to leak private DMs of Keffels to shut the haters up. He stopped doing this when White Nervosa threatened to close down his merch store if he kept it up. Later, he retweets someone claiming that Keffels had abused their ex-fiancée. Keffels makes a stream called I Was, claiming that their ex was actually a rapist abuser, and when they had fled to Ireland because of the Kiwi Farm, they didn't actually flee because of Kiwi Farms doxing them, but instead they were trying to escape their rapist fiancé.
If that's true, doesn't that kind of invalidate every media report made about Kiwi Farms where they said that Keffels had to flee because of racist, homophobic, transphobic trolls that were going to ruin her life? Wait, what? Did nobody catch that? Doesn't that invalidate like the entire GoFundMe and everything? If she was lying about the reason she needed the money? Wasn't she saying she needed the money to flee the country? I guess it looks like her openly she was saying that I started GoFundMe after being victimized by the London police services for being the victim of a hate crime. So I guess she wasn't saying she needed the money to flee. She needed the money to fund this legal case that never happened. Damn. I wonder how bad all these people feel about being rug pulled by Keffels for a court case that literally never happened. So awesome.
All I'm saying is, I don't think it's natural. I think they take our silence as compliance. It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. They have a 55% domestic violence, so it's pretty much just regular trans hours. The thing that makes Xander Hall insufferable is the combination of the rampant stupidity of Prince Andrew saying he doesn't sweat, combined with the arrogance of O.J. Simpson riding high off of an innocent verdict. Bigstore.square... No, that's all right. Bigstore.squarespace.com. Wow, look at all these happy customers. Woohoo! I love this.
Jesus, the shirt. Okay. That was a pretty good video from Big Bungie. Shout out to that guy. I've known all that stuff kind of peripherally about Xander Hall here and there, but I feel like nobody really put it together in such a succinct, easy to digest 24-minute video. Hopefully he does more videos like that. I would like to see a lot more. He did a video on the misgift stuff. I actually didn't even know that. I kind of want to watch that video at some point. Yeah, overall good video though. Big Bungie's a good content creator. I like his stuff. Very edgy, very keck, very funny, very informative, very entertaining. And be sure to become a member. For $5 a month, they get the members only podcasts and exclusive videos that only members get. Thanks so much for your support.
Rise for